You go fishing. I might take a nap. We'll have a fish fry tonight. Yick! You've got... You go fishing. I might take a nap. This is where we're at. Okay. Sure. Okay. Well, okay. Well, okay. Hey. Sure thing. Hey, friend. Yeah, okay. I'm no good at catching fish, but you go ahead.
Hello, it is surprising to see another stranger. I am a Takuna. I don't have a name. She says her name is Isabelle Godin. It is most unusual. 2 days ago, I was standing by the river. This white woman came out of the forest. She could barely walk. She had no clothes. At first, I could not believe my eyes. After she rested a while, I was able to speak with her. Luckily, she speaks Quechua, the language of the Incas. I know the language from trading with them. She said that she must go to a place called Para. I don't know where that is. Perhaps you can help her. Of course. Trading is good. We are at the tail of the river that outsiders call the Marañón. If you want to go up the Marañón, you must follow the setting sun, but that leads to the land of the Shuar. You probably want to go south. Today is the second day since I found this white woman. The rainforest is our home. An old story says the first person called the people to come out of the underworld into a great river. He was standing in a great canoe saying, "Come, come, let's go." But the canoe was really the body of the giant anaconda. The anaconda canoe brought us to our home. The river is a snake stretching out over the land. The ripples of the snake's muscles are rapids and falls. There is a dark power in rivers.
Oh, hello. It is nice to see another living person. I am Isabelle Godin, daughter of a great general and wife of French explorer Jean Godin. A few weeks ago, I left my home in Riobamba on the other side of the Andes Mountains. I set out with 31 servants and 9 other travelers, including my 2 brothers and a nephew. We reached a small village where we thought we could hire some canoes, but there had been an outbreak of smallpox. The village was deserted. All of my servants were frightened and ran off into the jungle. We were stranded. I can't remember. All I know is that one day I woke up and everyone in my party was dead. My 2 brothers, a young nephew, everyone. I just began wandering around. I was lost for several days. Luckily, this dear American rescued me. We had decided to return to his home in France. Our plan was to cross the Andes and descend the Amazon River. He set out by himself to make sure the route was safe for me to travel. That was 20 years ago. I have not heard from him since. I heard a rumor that he is waiting for me somewhere downriver near a town called Para. I don't know how to get there. I'm sorry. I have lost everything. But if you have anything that would help me find Para, I would be most appreciative. Please, take this gold chain as a token of my gratitude. It must be sometime in November 1769. The rainforest is bewildering and monotonous. Getting lost in it, one has the feeling of moving in circles, seeing the same thing day after day. Somehow, God has preserved me amidst the perils in which all my companions have perished. It must be
You have done well. Now Mrs. Godad will find her husband. I will add her necklace to my shield.
You go fishing. I might take a nap. You go fishing. I might take a nap. Oh man, this is the worst.
Waponi, good life. I am Amo. I am Waroni. We are the bravest people in the Amazon. I am representing my people in a meeting with the company. The company wants to build a new road and drill for oil on our land. We have told the company to get out, but nobody seems to understand. The company is all the people who want to take our land for oil. The company is also all the people who say they speak for the Waorani, but who have never bothered to learn what we want. Right now, there's no control. The company is destroying the forest and no one is watching. We want the company to come up with a plan to limit damage in the future. That is fair. We know that things are changing. We want education for our children in Spanish and in our language. We want some of our people to be trained in healthcare. We want a moratorium on oil development for 10 years. There are open pits right next to our streams and rivers. There is oil in them and other poisons. When it rains, the poisons flow into our water. Fish die and our people get sick. There's already one road for oil going through our land. If the company builds another, there'll be more contamination and more outsiders moving in. If we do not stop the company, the Waorani will disappear forever. This is Pucallpa in the nation of Peru. The river flows from the south. That is all I know. My land is in the Amazon rainforest, east of Ecuador, in a region outsiders call the Oriente. A scientist from the United States of North America told me that 5% of all the world's plants and animals live in the Oriente. My ancestors lived well, but the company, the tourists, and the colonists are invading our land. The Waorani will fight against the destruction of our forest. Yes, I have some special things that will help you remember the Waorani. Yes, that is a good trade.
Well, howdy. Pleased to meet you. Everybody just calls me Tex. I'm a lawyer for the Ecuadorian Intercompany Exporters and Importers of Oil. That's a real mouthful. We just call ourselves EIE-IO. I'm here for a big meeting. Well, we're going to be developing some oil wells in the Oriente rainforest. That's in Ecuador. We're meeting with some of the Indians who live there. Like that Waorani over there. That's a good question. We don't have to negotiate with the Indians. Technically speaking, the land is theirs. But we bought all the mineral rights from the government of Ecuador. We just want to be good neighbors. You bet your life there is. Why, in this one little section we're fixing to drill, there's enough oil to supply the needs of the entire United States of America for 3 weeks. Let me set you straight on that. We are following oil industry standards to the letter, not to mention our company's own guiding principles. We have a strong commitment to the environment. Well, sure, we've had a little oil get into a river, or two, but those spills look much worse than they really are. The water underneath the oil is perfectly fine. I'm a lawyer. Well, I can't rightly say. I came from Quito, north of here, on the Silverbird. Trade? Sure, why not? It's the 6th of July, 1993.
You have done well. It is important to hear all sides of a story. You have earned another piece of the shield.
Yo, this is where we're at. Oh, oh, well, it's okay. Oh, this is where we're. Oh, sure. Oh, well, it's like this. Oh, sure. Well, it's like. You go fishing. I might take a nap. Nice fish. Hey, friend. I hate to tell you this, but you... Well, okay, this is where... Oh, okay, well... Oh, oh, well, it's like this. Okay, sure. Okay, this is where we're at. You go fishing. I might take a nap.
Greetings. It is surprising to see someone on this remote river. I am Jose Gabriel Tupac Amaru, the great-great-great-grandson of the last ruling Inca. I am leading a revolt against Spain. I am the only one who remains of the royal blood of the Incas, kings of this kingdom. I have decided to try, by all means possible, to stop the abuses of my people by the Spanish. For more than 200 years, the Spanish government has oppressed my people, taken their possessions, and caused much suffering. I acknowledge the right of Spain to control these lands, but I demand that my people be treated fairly. We are at a place where the Apurimac and Ucayali rivers come together. It was in this valley that my ancestors hid from the conquistadors, and it is in this valley that I began the revolution against Spain. There are 2 rivers here. Where do you want to go? Vilcabamba. You must know that was the last hiding place of my ancestors. Of course I know where it is. Why should I tell you? Indeed. Still, I am not sure I trust you. I must have some proof that you are not an agent of the conquistadors. Yes, I will trade. Ah, yes. That is a sacred treasure of our people. Stolen, no doubt, by the conquistadors. Thank you for returning it. When you leave here, keep close to the right bank. The way will be easy.
You are almost at the end of your journey. To mark your accomplishment, I will add this final piece to my shield.
Hey, friend. You look like you're feeling better now. You go fishing. I might take a nap. Yeah, okay. I'm no good at catching fish, but you go ahead. Hey, I like that. Yeah. Well, okay. That it's a grueling. Yo, watch where you're going. You hit that sandbar. Luckily, we didn't lose any supplies. This is the end of the line, pal. We made it all the way to Vilcabamba. It's been nice traveling with you. So long.
Welcome to Vilcabamba. The Jaguar told us that you would be coming. You have reached the end of your long journey. I am the Inca. My name is Titu Cosi. We are hiding from the Spanish invaders. They drove us from our home, Cusco, on the other side of the Andes Mountains. My father, Manco Inca, escaped with some followers. He said that we must retreat into the deepest recesses of the Andes, since the gods had allowed our enemies to conquer our empire. Here, we can live in safety. This is Vilcabamba, the last great city-state of the Inca Empire. Vilcabamba is in the area called the Plain of Ghosts. It is a land of snowy peaks, steaming swamps, mighty rivers, and narrow gorges. Here in the mountains is where the great river begins. What you call the Amazon, we call the Amaru Maya, the great serpent mother of men. Now, it is time to review the accomplishments of your great journey. With the help of the Jaguar, our historian has been recording what you have done. She is ready to see you now. Our calendar says it is the last day of the 6th month. According to your calendar, it's the 30th of May, 1571. Each day is measured by the sun. There are 10 days in each week, 3 weeks in each month, 12 months in each year. We also add 5 days to each year to keep in balance with the sun. So, there are 365 days in a year. Now, it is time to review the accomplishments of your great journey. With the help of the Jaguar, our historian has been recording what you have done. She is ready to see you now.
I am the Kipukumayak, the historian. Your culture records things by a method called writing. Here, we use the kipu. Each chord represents a different subject. Each knot and string represents a number or an event. The Jaguar has been telling me about your adventures. I have recorded everything on this kipu. Now, I shall remind you of all that you have done. Point at one of the chords, and I shall tell you about it. That cord shows how many species of animals you identified in the rainforest and how many species of fish you caught. That cord represents the number of days it took you to reach Vilcabamba. The quicker you arrived here, the better your score. That cord represents your supplies. The more supplies you have, the better. That is the cord that indicates your health. Good health is a sign of a well-managed trip. Ah, that is a very important cord. I used it to record what happened when you met people along the river. That cord tells the same story as the symbols on the jaguar's shield. This is the ultimate cord. It combines the information from all the other cords to indicate your final score.
You have had a long and successful journey. We have been watching you.
We ancient ones do not cut down the trees that grow by rivers. We know that they protect the water. We do not cut down huge areas of forest. We cut small clearings for our fields. We know that for everything that is taken from the earth, something must be given back.
We can see what is happening. Some say that the earth will end. It does not have to be that way. But we ancient ones can no longer protect the world by ourselves. We need your help.
The jaguar will return you now to your home. Take with you what you have learned about the river and the forest. Share your love of the earth with those who have forgotten.
I will return you now to your home. Take the message of the Ancient Ones home with you. Keep it forever in your heart.